So every system, every laptop, every desktop will have an app called as remote desktop. Okay, so just go to search or go to find anywhere that you want to go, then do remote search here like this. Okay, once you find remote, you will get this app. Every laptop will have it, doesn't matter if it's Windows or iOS, you'll still have it. Okay, so just open this, select this remote desktop connection. Okay, once you open that, you will see it says computer and some number here now. So by default this will be empty. Okay, this will be empty. So the server name will be given to you separately. Every person will get a separate ID and all. So separately just give that server name here. Then username also will be different for each and every person. So two persons will not have same user ID. So you give the user ID here. Once after giving the user ID, click on connect. Okay, first again I'm showing you. First search for remote, right? Once you get this app, remote desktop connection, select this, then give the server name here that will be shared to you. Then after the server name, give the username also, give these two, then click on connect. Okay, then it will ask for the password like this. So password will also be shared to you in that same thing. So just give off the password, hit OK. Yes, and you will connect to the server. Simple. Okay, so I'll show you again. So first go to remote, give the server. You'll get first you'll get the screen like this. Okay, so give the server name, give the username, then connect. Once you click on connect, it will ask for the password. Give the password, then it will connect it to this particular server like this. Okay, and then so after getting into the server like this, you see here it says SAP logon, right? SAP logon. So double click this, open this app. Okay, once you open, you will get this pop-up. In this pop-up, you will see one system under connection section. Under connection section, you will see one system name S4 HANA, right? So double click this. Okay, then you will end up in the logon page. Here again, you have to give the same credentials. So here you are giving now while connecting to the server. Here you are giving some credentials, right? User ID and password you will give. Same user ID and same password you have to give here also. Okay. See, this is the same ID I'm using S4A 108, S4A 108. Then same password is also same. Then enter. Once you give the password, then hit enter. Then you will be able to log into SAP. Okay. So this is only for the people who have completed the registration. Please reach out to the institute people. They will give you the credentials today itself. Okay, so that you can practice. And to the people who haven't completed the registration yet, please do complete it quickly because as I said in the last class, so starting today everything that we'll do is very practical. So we'll continuously start creating objects in SAP rather than theoretical. We'll directly do everything in practical. So rather than piling things up throughout the days, you can complete every day's assignment or task or whatever the topic that you are discussing, you can complete it on the same day itself. Okay, so now getting into the subject, so we'll just quickly revise what we did yesterday, then we will move on to today's class. So we have seen the primary to non-primary relationship. So after looking at that, after looking at the key and non-key field relationship, we have created this table. So in this table, let me see if anyone has anything first. Yeah, yeah. As I was saying, right. So we've created this table, which is a employee table that is similar to the example that we have seen. So in this table, we have created using multiple scenarios. So first scenario is with the data element and a domain name. with data element and domain name and field label, right? Field label. So if we do not give the field label, then in SM30 we will not see the field label column heading. Instead we will see plus. Okay, that's one thing. Then employee first name we created by using the data element. We've given the field label also, but we did not create a domain. Instead we have used built-in type. Directly we have used built-in type. So the disadvantage of using a built-in type is we cannot make it as case sensitive, right? While maintaining the data, we cannot maintain both capital and small letters. Even if we try to maintain small letters, system will automatically convert it into capital letters. That is one disadvantage. Then last name we have created by using data element and a domain. We have also used case sensitive here. Then gender we have given directly, right? This is a direct declaration without any data element or without any domain. We directly declare it as char 6 and char 20. Even with this also, although the table is active, we can't see the column names of these two fields in SM30. SM30 is used for table maintenance. To maintain any data in table, we use SM30. Okay. Then how to create the TMG also we have seen. From utilities on top, we'll click on utilities. Then we'll click on table maintenance generator. TMG, also called as TMG. We'll click this. Once done, we will fill all the necessary things, like we'll give authorization group. Normally you will always give NC only, no authorization group. Then function group you will give. And one step overview screen one. Standard recording routine. If we select this, it will ask for a TR. Yesterday if we have seen, it was asking for a TR because you selected this. But instead if you select this no user recording routine, it will not ask for a TR. Okay. If you create a customizing table, here again, here you have to create a customizing table instead of application table. Here you should give C. Here you should give C. If you give C here, then if you make the TMG as no user recording routine, then it will not ask for a TR. Okay, we will create this scenario also. Today we will create second table with this scenario. Then we have also seen how to maintain the data in SM30. Right, this is our data maintain. Okay, one thing. See, whenever I'm trying to maintain any data, I'm getting a pop-up now. See here, what does it say? The table is cross client. Right, the table is cross client. That means in the initial classes or introduction, ERP introduction, I told you client is something that is used to divide my systems into multiple parts, and it provides data security to business users. Yes, client provides data security to business users. So currently I'm in client 800. Yep. Currently I'm in client 800, right? Client is 800. But, but, so there is a mandatory field that we have to use in order to restrict the data to only one particular client. Okay. There is a mandatory field that we have to use to restrict the data to only one particular client. That field is called mandate. Okay, that field is called mandate. Since I did not add that field into our table, right? I did not add that field into my table. I only added normal fields. Right? I did not add mandate here. Directly I started with employee number and I kept on filling the others. So since I did not add mandate field, it is giving me this pop-up that the table is cross client. That means this data that you are maintaining in this table can be accessed by other clients also. Okay, this pop-up means the data that I'm trying to maintain in this table can be accessed by other clients also. So here instead of 800, if we are having other clients in our system, then those clients can also access this data. Instead of 800 client, if there are other clients in our system, those clients also can access our data. That's what this means. So we will fix this also today. Okay, so hit enter. Fine. Then from here we have added the new entries yesterday, right? We have added the new entries. So here, see, this is used to copy. If you want to copy a record, like this record, if you want to copy, you can just copy this off like this. Okay, see, one entry choosing it will copy it like that. Then, if you want to delete any entry, I want to, let's say, delete this entry, then you can click on this delete. It will delete that entry. Then this is undo. Okay, if you changed something, then if you do this, then it will undo it. Then this is to select all. Right, see, it will, all the records will be selected. Then this is to select a block. Same, this kind of relay is the same. Then deselect all will deselect everything. Right, select all, deselect all. Right, like this. So after doing the changes, I removed the entry. No? So if I save it now, again it's asking for TR. Okay, I'll save it in this. Fine, done. Saved. New is saved. So here see, this is without case sensitive. Last time is with case sensitive. We have seen. Okay, and this is key field, so no records can be repeated. These are non-key fields, so records can be repeated. Sharma, mail IDs also can be repeated. Okay, this is what we did yesterday. So now what we'll do is, first thing, we will restrict the data to only this particular client. Okay, we will restrict this data only to this particular client. Before that, anyone has any doubts from yesterday's class? Okay, fine. So we'll move on. So here, so first we are in display table mode, right? We are in the display table mode. Let me go to change done. So here I'll put my cursor here and see, mandate should always be on top. Mandate should always be on top. So I'll put my cursor here, then I'll click on this add row, right? See this insert row. Okay, if you click this, see, a new row will be added here, an empty row will be added here, so that we can add a new field here. So then similarly, this is to remove a row. If you want to delete a row, you can use this button. This is same. This is copy. This is paste. This is cut. So normally a Control C, Control X, Control V. This is that. Then add arrow, delete arrow. Here MANDT. This is the field name. So everywhere we have to use this mandate field like this only. Right, then it should always be a key field. It should always be an initial field. You have to make sure to check these two. Every mandate, everywhere you create a mandate field, key and initial should be checked. Then data element is also mandate. This is a existing standard database element. See, the minute I hit enter here, mandate, automatically these are filled, right? See, CLNT length is 3. Why is length is 3? Here it can only accommodate 3, right? I told you na, 000 to 999, triple zero to 999. So the length is always only 3. So that is the reason by default the length for client is only 3. Done. I have added this. Let me do a check. Save. Okay. Structure at field level. Okay. This is a temporary error. I'll tell you how to fix this issue. Okay. Done. So see, we did not create this data element, but it is starting with what? M. M means reserved by SAP. M means reserved by SAP. So if I open this data element, see, this is mandate field. If I go to attribute section, what does it say? Last changed by SAP on some date, right? Last changed by SAP. So even if you go to domain also, last changed SAP. So this data element is a standard data element, and this is a standard domain that is created by SAP, right? We should never make any change to this. So it will have field label, it will have everything that's there, right? Done. So we have simply reused the existing standard data element MANDT mandate. Done. So now if we observe, there are two key fields. There are how many? There are two key fields in my system. So how will the system behave when we are having two key fields or multiple key fields? I can have up to 10 key fields also in a table. It's up to me how many key fields I want to. So here I've added two key fields. Let me activate this. error. Okay, it says structure change at field level, convert table. Okay, see these are temporary errors. Okay, we have done everything correctly only, but sometimes we will get these kind of temporary errors. So in these cases, what we have to do is we have to adjust our table, right? We have to adjust our table because we have activated our table yesterday. I've created TMG, we maintained data, everything we did now. So after doing everything, now again I'm coming back and I'm trying to add a new field. The system is like, why are you trying to do it? Right? So why are you trying to do it? I'll not allow you. So that's what system is doing now. So in order to tell the system that I want to add it, so please kindly adjust this database table. In the database level also, we have a T code. Okay, so we have to adjust it. So SC14. So this is a T code, standard T code again, SC14. Okay. See here in the object, we have to give the table name. So this is my table name, GB2 EMP tab, right? GB2 EMP tab. Then hit edit. Then here if you see, so this you always have to choose direct only. Background means it will happen in the background. You don't want to do it. Do it always direct. Then here you see delete database table and activated adjusted database table. Okay, so we have to what, adjust our database table. We should not delete it, we should adjust it. And here there are two more radio buttons. It says persist data, this is delete data. Persist means secure the data, means retain the data. Retaining the data is called persisting data. Delete data means while adjusting the database table, do you want to delete the data from this table? If you want to delete the data, then you can choose delete data. I don't want to delete the data. I want to still have the data that we maintained yesterday. So I'll get persist data. I'll click on activate and adjust. Yes, done. So now if we go back and if I do a check now, see error is gone. It was a temporary error that the database was not accepting it. Since we made change, it was not accepting it. So we just have to adjust the database table. It's not like every time we will get that error. Only few times we will get it, few times we won't. Okay. If you are getting that kind of error, then just come here and adjust your table. Simple. Okay, done. So now I have added a new field into my table. So now if I go back to my SM30, if I click on maintain, what does it say? It is still saying the table is cross client. Although we have added mandate there, it's still saying it is it is cross client. And see, I'm getting an error here. I'm getting a dump here. The reason is because I have changed the table, but I did not regenerate my TMG. Right? What did I tell you yesterday? Every time you make any change in the table level, you have to delete the TMG and recreate it. Yes. So since we did not recreate it, it is giving that error and the message still. So let me just delete the TMG and recreate it again. Done. So now let's go to SM30. Done. Now I'm not getting the pop-up. See, you cannot see the field yet here because it is a client field, but still, am I getting the pop-up now? I am not getting the pop-up anymore. Yes. So we have restricted the data. Now, to see the data, to see the client data, you cannot directly see it in maintenance because this mandate field will be automatically filled. The reason I've asked you to check this initial value checkbox is you cannot maintain mandate data here. You cannot maintain mandate data here, but client number should be filled in the mandate field. So if you check this checkbox, automatically the default value of my client My default value of client is what, 800. So this will be assigned to this particular entry. So to check that, from table level also you can see the data, right? How to see the from table level is, once you open your table, right? This is my table screen. From here, click on this button. It says contents, right? Click on this contents button. Okay, I changed data. 1 minute. What did I change? Okay, click on this content button. Okay, see, these are all the field names. These are nothing but my field names that are there in this table. So directly execute this. Click on execute. See, mandate 800, 800, 800. Did we fill it yesterday? We did not fill. Today also I did not fill. I did not fill mandate data at all, mandate client data at all. But still it has 800 in it. The reason is because of making it as a key field and initial field. So if I don't make it as initial, then the client data will not be saved, right? The client data will not be saved in my table. That is the reason we have to choose that client field. I mean, sorry, initial value checkbox. Okay. So now again, if you see, there are two different checkboxes, two different key fields here. So as per yesterday's class, what did I tell you? A key field cannot have a duplicate entry, correct? So here my mandate is a key field. So why is it having duplicate entries here? Right? Mandate is a key field, but still I'm having a duplicate entry here, right? So the reason being is, when you add multiple key fields in your table, when you add multiple key fields in your table, the data search or the data validation will happen in different columns. So if you are having two columns, then the data validation will happen on two columns. If we are having three columns, then the validation will happen on three columns. Data validation means to check whether the entry is existing or not. That is nothing but validation. Okay. See, here if you observe, okay, when I'm trying to, let's say if I try to add a new entry in this, okay, let me go back here. I'll click on new entry. You still can't see mandate automatically, right? It will be added. So let's say it already added 800. So now I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a repetitive number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already there, no? I'm giving a repetitive number. F name I'm giving something. Okay, Smita Verma, female. Sorry. And then something 1, 2, 3, 4 at the rate gmail.com. Some name. So here, as per this logic, I can even have a duplicate entry inside this also. If I save it now, see, it says entry already exists, but why only on employee number? The reason is, see, understand like this. So whenever you try to add any entry with multiple key fields, how system will check is, first it will check, okay, anyhow I'm adding mandate. So 800 will be there by defaultly, right? 800 will be there by defaultly. Then let me go to next column and check whether this entry is existing in this column or not. Okay, the entry that I'm trying to put. Imagine here there is 800. Okay, I've added 800 and also this field. I added 800 and also this field. So it will check, okay, 800 is there already in my system. So let me go to the next key field. Let me go to the next key field in the table and check whether this value is there in that column or not. Then it will check in this column. Is it there or not? Since it is there, it is giving this error. I know it's confusing. So what I'll do is, I'll cancel yes. What I'll do, I'll completely delete the whole table data, okay? Or I'll just delete the duplicate entries. Wait. Okay. See now, I want to make my first name as key field because understanding on mandatory stuff, because I'm not giving it here. No? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to have a uh, unique number, unique value on my field, first name. So I'm just saving it here. So I'll go back. I'll change my table. I'll make my first name also as key field, just to make you understand the concept of multiple key fields. I'm making this also as what, key field. Initial value checkbox is up to you. If you check it, like again, as I told you, default will be saved to it. If you don't check it, default value will not be assigned to it. So let's say if for this I'm not checking it. check, yes, no errors, back, activate. Done, activated. Now, since I made changes in table level, again, what I'll have to, so automatically it checked. So again, I'll have to go to utilities, TMG, delete it and recreate it. Done, I've recreated it. So now let me go back to SM30 again. Done. See, observe now, two are key fields. There are two gray dot fields. So these two are key fields. So observe now what I'll do is, so employee number 12345 is already existing, na? Right? 12345 is for Raj. Okay, remember this 12345 is for Raj. So I'll add 12345, but instead of Raj, I'll add Ravi. Okay, I'll add Ravi. 12345 is already existing, but is Ravi existing with 12345? No. So if I save it, accepted it. But if I again add 12345 and Raj, will it active? Will it save? No. And if I add Ravi, still no. The reason is when you add multiple key fields, the check will happen on those many number of fields. So although your 12345 is already existing in the table, the next key field value is not same as the existing key field value. Okay, although this field value is equal to this field value is different from this, right? So search will happen on multiple fields, right? Search will happen on multiple fields. So similarly, I can repeat Raj also. So here, let's say I'm giving 897 something and 0, and here I can give Raj once more. Do a check, save. See, it's still accepted. So if I'm giving something again number here, I'll give Ravi here, save. See, still accepting. So although see, Raj, Ravi are twice, but for one Ravi the employee number is this, but for second Ravi the employee number is this. For one Raj the employee number is this. For second Raj the employee number is this. Right? So you can still repeat the values if you are having multiple key fields. Right? The search will happen on multiple key fields. Clear or any doubts in multiple key fields? So once you create and once you try to save the data in the from SM30, you will get more clarity on this, right? Once you get into the system and once you try to maintain the data on your own, then you will see different iterations. You can maintain as if you want to. Then if it's valid, it will save the data. If it's not valid, then it will give the error. So depending on that error, you can understand what permutation or combination is valid, which combination is not valid. Okay, so I'll move on to the next topic then. So this is about mandate. Always make sure whenever you create any table, mandate has to be there. Mandate has to be there. Always remember this. Without mandate, never create any table. Okay, done. So now we have seen this. So let's. Okay, what I'll do is, okay, let me just. Okay, I'll show you a foreign key relationship. Okay, so foreign key relationship means if I want to link different tables together. Okay, if I want to link different tables together through a relationship, then that relationship is called as foreign key relationship. Okay, if I want to link multiple tables through a relationship, that relationship is called foreign key relationship. Okay, so in order to create a foreign key so the reason for having a foreign key relationship is, see, I've created an employee table here. Okay, this table is only having few details of my employee, correct? So if there is any other table, let's say I'm having multiple tables, 3 4 tables or 4 5 tables, whatever. So in each table I'm having different kind of information. Okay, in each table I'm having different kind of information, but when I want to see the employee information, I want to see the complete employee information. I don't want to see bits and pieces of information. I want to see complete employee information. Okay, from all the tables. In that case, for you to get the data from multiple tables, all these tables have to be linked. Okay, all these tables have to be linked. Example, this is an employee table. So similar to this, I'll create a employee salary table. Okay, I'll create an employee salary table underscore sal. I'll just keep this. I'll hit create. So similar to yesterday, how we have done it, we'll do it today also. So I'll put employee salary table. Done. So in delivery class, today I'm giving it as C. Yesterday I gave A, today I'll give C. So here I'll give, then still maintenance allowed. Then coming to the fields, first field should be what? Mandate. Check, mandate. Click on space. So how I'm getting it is, so once you go on to any field, then if you click space on your keyboard, then you will get recent entries. Okay, then you will get the recent entries that you gave on that field. So just choose it. Okay, then see, there has to be one common field. There has to be one common field between my two tables. So this, if I take, okay, sorry. Okay, this is my table now. So in this table, from this table to another table, if you want to link these two tables, there has to be one common key field between both. That common key field, I'm making it as employee number. Okay, employee number here and employee number here, I'm making it as a key field in both. So key this check. So instead of creating a new data element, I can reuse the existing data element. Okay, I'm not creating a new data element again. This is already existing now. So I'll just simply reuse it here. Simple. See, enter, done. I don't no need to create a new data element because this is already created in the system. It is available in the system. So no need to create again. Just reuse it here. Done. Next, emp underscore salary. I'll write, so that here I'll write b2 underscore sal. I'll create this. Okay, so this is not existing. We have not created it yet, so everything is empty here. I'll create this data element. Yes, you can see. Okay, yesterday I've kept it in a tr. No? Today I'll put the whole thing in a table. Sorry, I mean local object. Okay, so this is a table. It's asking where do you want to save it. I'll hit local object. Okay, I will click local object, then create data element. Yes, so here I can give. Then I'll give this also here. Then I'll move on to field label. Done. Data type, get into my domain. Yes. Again, I'm just clicking. See, by default, what am I getting? $TMP. $TMP means what? Temporary package, that in which our local object will be saved. Yes. So again, you don't need to give $TMP also. The minute you select local object, by default, $TMP will be selected. Local object. Done. Yes. Same description here. So here I'll give it as, okay, not character, I'll give it as let's say numeric. Okay, yesterday someone asked, no, can I give decimals with numeric? Let's see. So I'll give number of characters are 7 characters with, okay, no, 10 characters with 2 decimal places. See, observe. Decimal places signs are reset, not meaningful for numeric, right? Okay, so you cannot give any decimal places for numeric. Done. So let me change it. Okay, instead what I'll give is where is decimals? Oh, sorry, we only have decimal number. 1 minute. It's backward decimal. Okay, let me just give off with integer only. I'll give the integer here. So into 2 directly it took, see number of character directly it took. The minute that I gave into 2, directly it took number of characters as 5. Yes, because this is having what? 5 only, na? So if you feel like you want to add a larger number, then choose into 4. If I choose into 4, see, by default number of characters is 10. So like that. So I choose FLTP. See, number of characters and decimal places both. So like this, depending on whatever that you wanna give, you can give it from here. So let me go back to my int 4. Okay, int 4. I'm just saving it. Then again, I'm doing it in local object. Done. Go back. Again save. Oh, I did not activate it. No? Okay, I have to activate it. Activate. Okay, see, observe what happens if I don't activate it. I saved it, okay, but I'm not activating it. See, if I go here and activate it, okay, first it's going to technical settings. So let me just fill these things off. Okay, I'll give 0 today. So 0 is for transparent tables. 0 size category. Then log changes and all not required yet. So I'll just save. Rating not required. Saved. Done. Back. If I try to activate this, see what does it say? There is an error. The error is field employee salary component type or domain used not active or does not exist. Right? Component type or domain. Component type is nothing but data element. So it's saying either data element or domain is not active. Okay, for employee salary. So please correct it. So here see it's not active. It's still in new. We have activated domain but not data element. So we have to make sure to activate data element and domain before activating the table. If not, we will get that error. Okay, I'll again come here, I'll activate. Done. Only warnings that is related to your enhancement category. Ignore this. I'll tell you what this is later. Done. So now my second table is also created. Done. So what I'll do now is I'll try to link this table to this table. Okay. Before that, anyone have any doubt? Okay. So fine. I'm trying to link this table to this table. Main employee table to employee salary table. Done. So to do that, first you have to be in your salary table, means secondary table. Second table you have to be in. Then click on the field on which you want to create the relationship. Click on the common field. So employee number is a common field in both the tables. So I'm selecting employee number in my salary table. Then there is a button here. It says foreign keys. Right? It says foreign keys. Click this. Here it will ask for the check table. Check table is nothing but the primary table with which you want to link it. This is my primary table with which I want to link, right? So here I'll give the name of the check table and I'll click on create proposal. Okay, create proposal. Okay, see the minute I did it, automatically my key fields have come up here. My key fields. So in this table, these are my three key fields. No? These are my three key fields. So automatically these three fields have come up here. So you just have to click on copy. Don't change anything. Just click on copy. Done. Foreign key was applied. It says right. See, on this table, on this field was applied. So this is my table name hyphen employee number. Employee number is what my field name. On this table, it is applied. So now let me just activate it. Again, it is activated. Let me also create a uh, TMG for it. Okay, TMG. So here I'll give NC. I'm just selecting the table name and I'm giving it in the function group. Again, one step. One. See, the reason I gave, so there I choose what? Customizing table. Na? So now automatically it shows this no user recording routine. If this is selected, that means what? It should not ask for a TR when we try to maintain any data. Done. Okay, so now I'll go back. So I'll go to SM30. So now observe how it happens. So if I'm trying to maintain any data in this, okay, see employee number, employee salary, same, whatever we added. So if I click on new entry, now everything is empty. See, here I'm getting this icon. Here I'm getting this icon. For employee salary, I'm not getting it. Even for this table also, when we maintain this table, we were not getting it. No? So if I go to again one more SM30 screen, and if I click on maintain here, what happened? Okay, tab I think. There's a field table. Maintain. Then see here, here you were trying to add any new entry, were we getting any icon here? No, no icon here. No, see, none of the fields is having any icon. But in my foreign key table, my salary table, I'm getting this icon. So what this icon means is you cannot have sorry, yeah, you cannot have any new entry inside this table which is already not there in your check table. Okay, you cannot add a new entry in this table which is not already there in your check table. Means, see, if I click on F4, I mean that button, if I click on that button, see, these are all the entries from my what check table. So if I choose 1 2 3 4 5, only for 1 2 3 4 5 employee number I can add a salary detail. Okay, if let's say in this table, okay, in this table I'm giving some number which is not there from this table. Okay, I'm just giving, let's say, 89735. Okay, this table, it says no results found. So, okay, but still, see, I'm giving this number, my own number, then I'm trying to add data of this employee number. Okay, I'll give 25,000, right? So if I'm giving this, then if I try to save it, see what happens. Entry 87635 does not exist in, this is my primary table, check table. So you cannot add a new entry into your foreign key table if that entry is not existing already in your check table, right? That is the use of your check table. So simple. The reason this check is here is because the reason this check is here is because, so if you consider this as your primary table, then without the primary information of your employee, what will you do with the salary information of that employee? Yes, without the primary employee information, what will you do by maintaining the salary information of that employee? No need, right? So that is the reason. First, it will check whether the employee is existing in my primary table or not. If the employee is existing in the primary table, only then it will try to add the entry in my secondary table. See, 2, 3, 4, 5 was there. Preeti is there, na? So it took 25,000 here. Automatically it will add a comma. I don't need to add because I gave integer, na? So it's automatically taking this. Okay, then if I take, let's say, this 8960, it's already existing. So from here also you can select, right? Like this also you can select. Like this is one way, or you can directly write it. Okay, 4514. I can directly write it like this also. Okay, just save it. See, like this, it will be saved. So this is the use of your foreign key relationship and check table relationship. Foreign key and check table relationship. You cannot add new entries to your uh, check table, sorry, foreign key table without that entry already being present in your check table. So this is a validation. This is a validation to make sure that you are not entering incorrect employee numbers. You are not entering incorrect employee numbers who are not there in the primary table. So this is a check. Okay, any doubt, anyone in this? Okay, I'll take it as a no then. So right, so even in your check table also you can have again multiple key fields. See here I'm having multiple key fields. Huh? So similarly you can add another field, and that can also be a different again non sorry key field. Again you can make it as a key field too, even that is possible with this. And what else do we have? The currency and quantity fields is a little tricky, so I'll just tell you tomorrow this how to add these references and all. So in the data section, I showed you know, currency and quantity fields, QUAN and cookie, CURR. So it is that. So yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so we'll just complete off the indexes today since we have 15 more minutes. So here, if you observe, there is a tab called indexes. Okay, so this indexes is used to give a secondary index to my table. Okay, indexes is used to give a secondary index to my table. So what this secondary index does is, yeah, what this secondary index does is, it will add a new filter criteria. It will add a new filter criteria when you extract the data from this table in a program. Okay, so the main use of indexes is, let's say, if while trying to extract the data from this table, if it is taking more time, okay, if it is taking more time while trying to pull the data from this table in any program, then in that case we will create a secondary index for this table field so that the extraction can be faster. That is the whole purpose of our secondary indexes. But since HANA uses uh, column store table concept, normally we will not see such performance issues while trying to extract the data. Okay, so these indexes were popular in ACC system. So in ACC system, since it uses row store table concept, we used to have the performance issues while extracting the data. But since HANA uses column store concept, we don't have this performance issues with HANA system. Okay, 1 minute. Why didn't I think I didn't show you how to make it column store and row store. So I told you that in HANA, by default, every table is column store, but you can change it as a row store, correct? So how to you can do it is, so once you're inside the table, go to technical settings. Then you see there is a tab here. It says DB specific properties, right? If you click on this, see storage type is column store by default. I did not change it, so it took row store by default. If you want to change it, you can change it to row store. Don't keep it undefined, either row or column store. Okay, then activate. So when to choose column store, when to choose row store is, let's say your table is widely used to extract the data. Okay, means my table is used almost every day in order to extract large number of data. Okay, so extraction is more in my table. So in that case, make it as column store. Okay, second scenario, if your table, the data is not extracted from your table very often, okay, not every day, not every week, not every month, it's, let's say, extracted once in a quarter, once in a year, once in a few months only. In that case, rather than making it as a column store, you can make it as a row store. Okay, if, again repeating, if extraction time interval is more for your table, make it column store. If value addition means writing the data into your table is more, adding the data into your table is more, then make it as row store. Okay, depending on scenario, like whatever your business requirement is, so depending on that, choose column versus row store. See, this tab is only available in HANA system again. This tab will not be available in your ECC system. If you go to technical settings here in your ECC system, you will not see this tab at all. You will only see general properties tab. You will not see this tab at all. This tab is only there for HANA system. Okay. So one more thing, how to check whether your system is HANA system or not, like which database your system is using. So anywhere, it doesn't matter in which screen you are, so just click on system here on top menu bar, system here. Okay, this might be uploading. Okay, let me just pull it off. Okay, system, then click on status, system status. anywhere, not just from table, anywhere in the program, anywhere in the whole SAP, you will have this menu bar system. Just hit system, then status. You see here, where is it? Yeah, database system. What does it say? HDB. HDB means HANA database, right? So this is how you can identify whether your project is using HANA database or any other third-party database systems. So this server, the practice server that you are using, is using HANA database. Okay, that system is there anywhere. So if it doesn't matter in which screen you are. So from here also you can go see system status everywhere, everywhere in the whole SAP. You can navigate system status. You will still get the same screen. Okay, so yeah. Moving back to indexes, right? So as I told you, indexes are only created when there is a performance lag while extracting the data from your database. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's create a secondary index on my table. Okay, so on my salary, not salary table, let's create it on my primary table. On my primary table, I'll create. Okay, on this. Okay, here once you come here, see everything is empty here. So it says no index is found. So we will create it. We will create an index. Here, click on create index. Here give the index name. You can only give up to 3 letters. So I'll give employee last name ZLN because I'm giving employee last name. Hit OK. Then here give a short description. Index for last name I'll give. Done. So here non-unique index on all database systems. See, non-unique index means uh, entries can be repetitive. Again, entries can be repeated. Unique index means entries cannot be repeated. So that is 2. So since my entries are repeating in my last name, I will not select unique index. I will not select unique index. I will select non-unique index because it is repeating now. My data is repeating in my table. Last name is repeating. Metal is repeating twice. Spaces are also repeating. Space is nothing but a value. Okay, spaces are also repeating. So instead of making it unique index, database index mandatory, see, I'll make it as non-unique index. So this is index on all database system for selected database systems or no database index. So in few projects you might have different databases mapped to each other. Okay, in that case you have to choose all database systems, right? Or if you are having different databases and you want to only restrict this to one database, in that situation you have to choose this. It's different for every project. So you will get a KT whenever you get into a project. You will get the initial knowledge transfer about all these things. So depending on that, you can choose the appropriate one. So for now, I'm choosing index on all database systems. Okay. So here I'll give the field name. So if I give F4 here, again this button is there now. See, all the fields that are there in my table are come up. So employee last name on this I want to create. Done. So I've added this field name here. You can also add multiple fields also. If you want to add another field, you can add it. Then check activate. Done. Enter. See, activated. If you go back, see now it is visible. Yes, my index is visible. So if you go to fields, see here, although this is not checked, here you see it is added. So so this is called secondary index because primary index in a table is nothing but your key field. Primary index is nothing but your key field. So this is called as primary key, unique key, primary index. It has different names, but the reason this is called a secondary index is this is called primary index. The minute you click key field checkbox for any field, it will behave as a primary index. Okay. So again, to add a secondary index, you will add it like this. You will never ever add a secondary index. Okay. Honestly, you will never create any secondary index in your project, but it's good to be knowledgeable. So I am showing you this. Okay. How to create a secondary index. Done. So it's activated. So you cannot see the exactly the benefit of it because this to see the benefit of this, there has to be a performance delay in your table while extracting the data, and only then you can see the exact functionality of this working of this. There is no performance delay now because it's HANA system. We will not have any performance delay, so you cannot see this secondary index in action. But this is how you create it. Just remember, this is how you create it. Okay, so yeah, that's what is the difference between data field and built-in type. Okay, so you're asking about this only, I feel. See here, when you use domain here in elementary data type, you will have to create an explicit domain. You will have to create an explicit domain here and then give the characters here. Built-in type means the type is already available in the system and you just have to choose that type, right? See, built-in types are all the types that are there in the system. These are all called built-in types. These are all called built-in types. If you directly select any of these things directly from here, instead of creating a new domain, then that is called as a built-in type. Data element versus, yeah, that's what, it's not data element versus built-in type, it's actually domain versus your built-in type. So this is directly type, this is directly declaring. So in data element only you will have the built-in type option here. See, built-in type like this, you have to do it. So built-in type is nothing but a type that directly you can assign without creating any domain. You can assign the data type directly. That is called built-in type. Yep. Okay. If no one else is having any doubt, okay, in both we declare what is the main difference. I showed you no difference. See, if you are having, let's say, see, for employee first name, I declared it as a built-in type. So when you declare it as a built-in type, you will not have any domain. If you're not having any domain, you cannot make it a case sensitive. Last name, I declared a domain. In the domain, I have the option of case sensitiveness. So if you feel you don't want case sensitive on your field, then you don't need to declare it. Then you don't need to declare a domain, directly use built-in type. If you want case sensitiveness, then go ahead with domain. Not just case sensitiveness, there is something called as value range. We did not discuss this yet. It is in the next class. So if you don't want case sensitiveness and value ranges, then go ahead and create built-in type. If you want those two, then create a domain. Simple. Okay. Anyone else has any doubts? Okay. So yeah, just as I told you in the beginning of the class, just ping your institute people who have registered. They'll share you the suppose I use built-in type field in program. Later I want to change the length. Is program getting a built-in type field in? Why are you saying program? We haven't get more into program concept yet. You mean table? If you mean table, then yes, you can change it. It will not give you any error. So here, if you make it as first, let's say this is as having a built-in type now. So let me change it. I'll show you directly now. Okay, this is having a built-in type. So instead of this, if you create a domain also, it's fine. Here you can give a domain name. Just create it off. Okay, I've created this. Double click. Yes. Create domain. Yes. First name. Char 20 I want to give. Activate. Activate this also. Done. Now activate your table also. No. Active. No problem at all. But again, you have to delete the TMG and recreate it. That's secondary thing. You'll have to recreate the TMG or else it will not work because I changed it on table level. You will not get any error. It's just that the post requisite step is to create, delete the TMG and recreate it. That's it. Okay. Yep. Guys, yeah, as it I said, just ping the institute people. They'll give you your server details and you can log into SAP system and you can start practicing. Just create a table of your own. So I created employee related table now. So similar to that, you can create a student related table. Create a table which is having student information. So if you're having any doubts, so to the people who have registered already, we will create a WhatsApp group also. So in that WhatsApp group, you can ping your doubts. So we will be clarifying doubts in that WhatsApp group. Okay. So to the people who haven't registered yet, please do complete it quickly so that you will get your server access, you will get the document access, you will get the recordings access, you will get the WhatsApp group access wherein your doubts will be clarified offline also. Right? Okay. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. Let's meet tomorrow.